I made this video to be encouragement for single and married Christians, just to rest in the unknown. So we know that in any situation, whether you're single and feel hopeless, in a relationship that's at a standstill, or even in a marriage that feels too far gone, that God is using these things for your good if you've given your life to Christ. Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose." Many of us know that verse, and I think that it's kind of a cliche at this point. But I think that a lot of us don't understand what's happening in the moment, and we don't feel loved through those trials that bring us closer to Christ. The truth is that God does care deeply about us. Just like a loving father here on earth does things that his children don't understand in order to raise his kids well, God does a lot of things that leave us feeling like we're drifting in the unknown. But we can rest assured that He holds us in His hands and that He is in control. Matthew 10:29 is one of my favorite verses, and it says, "Are not 2 sparrows sold for a cent? And yet not one of them will fall to the ground apart from your Father." That verse just encourages me to know that if God even looks out for the best of animals and wildlife in some of the most unimportant things, then how much does God hear your heartache, hear your sorrow and your suffering, and all of the difficulties that you go through in your life? So when you find yourself in the unknown and the anxiety of not knowing, where's my next paycheck coming from? Will I be alone forever? Is my relationship going to work out? Is my marriage going to end? Did I marry the right person? Pray to God for peace and joy in the confusion. We don't have to understand what God is doing in order to trust Him. Just like you probably don't understand how your phone or computer is able to access the internet and watch this video, that doesn't mean it isn't working, and that doesn't mean that you're not watching this video right now. There are a lot of people out there that are upset and bitter towards God and towards others for their situation. I was the exact same. I remember going through seasons of singleness and feeling really upset with God because I saw what other people had, and it seemed fun and exciting and amazing. Often I think that we see something that someone else has or something that we've been praying for years, and we long for that thing, and that's okay. That's how God built us. That's how God made us. There will always be something here on earth that someone else has that you don't have. There will always be a quote-unquote more perfect marriage, home, car, job, or family than yours. But don't sell your mission for the Lord for those material things. Hebrews 12:15-17 comments on this exact thing. "See to it that no one comes short of the grace of God, that no root of bitterness springing up causes trouble, and by it many be defiled, that there be no immoral or godless person like Esau, who sold his own birthright for a single meal. For you know that even afterwards, when he desired to inherit the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place for repentance, though he sought for it with tears." I think that so many times in my own life that I saw something that I really wanted, and I think that I gave up my blessing in waiting just so that I could go chase after something like Esau did, just a single meal, something that we think is going to satisfy us, even though only God is going to do that. Sometimes we get tired of waiting on the Lord and try to do things ourselves. The story of Esau is symbolic of that, and the writer of Hebrews is warning Christians not to trade their faith for something quick and appealing here on earth. Both Sadie and I have in the past chosen paths that looked good from the outside but weren't God's plan, because deep down I don't think that we trusted God to take care of us. I'm writing this video so that you don't make the same mistake.